Well, today's Saturday, and I think it's the 16th of November. Yeah, 16th of November 2024, and we're just waiting for the bus to take us into Palma. We're going to have a look at a fair there. And here's the bus, right on time. We got off at a different stop today. We're at, it's called Institutes. That's the Instituto across there, like a school, high school. And we're just going to walk down here to go to that building over there, which we're going to walk around about to get there. It's Misericordia. There's some underground parking. Coming on the beginning of January, there's going to be a new rule which applies to bigger towns and cities in Spain, and it's a low emission zone, so this is going to be the boundary for the low emission zone. So you'll be okay on this road, but in order to turn right and go down here, then you're going to need a special sticker in your car. And some of the cars, old cars,
watching out for that.
There'll be cameras. There are cameras set up to have a look to see who's coming in and going out. And if you haven't got the right sticker, then you'll get a fine. And I think it's petrol cars before 2001 and diesel cars before 2006, but don't quote me on that. And as the years go by, they're aiming at 2030 that they must be emission free to come in this area. That means electric cars, maybe we'll have hydrogen cars by then, who knows. Just noticing that there was an entrance to the car park behind me. This is the one we usually come in, so I guess you can still get into this car park. Just not sure about getting out. We're just at the top of the Via Roma here. Some lovely buildings. The one we just walked past, this one, it's actually a clinic Roger, and this magnificent building is Misericordia. They have lots of exhibitions and different things on here. It's got different parts, or you can go to the Aljibe, which I actually made a video down there. It's quite dark. So if you watch the video, it's a dark video. You've got some.
Have you been to a fair, a Christmas thing here before?
We came to the Christmas fair here last year. I've been to various exhibitions here. Across the road we've got Calle Olmos. There's a library here as well, a little garden where you can sit, and they do have things actually in this little park area here as well.
Did you do a record fair here once?
I think they do have record fairs here, but I've never been to one here. They'll be setting up the Christmas fair. It's going to be starting in a couple of weeks' time, or less. So this is Misericordia. We're actually going right round the outside of it, and there's a huge courtyard where they have concerts in the summer months, and there's an exhibition room there. But for Christmas, they put a big, well, last year they put a big tent up, and it's where one of the foundations had their Christmas fair, so that's what we come to have a look, see if we can see today. A bit more garden area here. Different bit of the old part of Palma. So when we come up here, just look at that tree. I think that is quite spectacular.
It's like fingers, doesn't it?
Carry on up. And the sun's shining again. It's a little bit hazy, but it's temperature's not too bad, around about 20 degrees. I've left Anita behind, look. Taking photographs, I'm sure. As we come around the corner here, not only have we got the Misericordia, this is the General Hospital. I guess it's changed its character over the years, and now it's still referred to as the General Hospital. But it's where you go to see different specialists. So we have a certain number of specialists who are located here. Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. I thought this was where the Christmas fair was, but looks like I'm wrong. No Christmas fair here. That's the General Hospital. Oh, the gate is open. I'll show you the inside. It's quite an impressive square, look, with a big stage, but no Christmas fair. Well, Anita just checked with the man on the door and he said no, maybe one next week or the week after, we don't know. So anyway, we can carry on. Lots of more little back streets here, very narrow streets that will take you down towards Jaime Tres.
It's a bit early for a Christmas market, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll have to check. I saw the advert for it in the Mallorca Daily Bulletin. So, they had a concert on, and I went to try and buy tickets for a particular concert, and that didn't exist either. So. Anyway, we've checked it out. We know where to go, and maybe in a week or two's time we might be able to come back.
Where there was a lot of sort of antique oldie things.
Yeah, so when we came last year, they've got a whole load of different things. It was incredibly noisy, if I remember. And but they'd got antique furniture, some things which might have come out of a stately home, but lots of other things as well. So there's something to suit everyone. Just going to cross over. This is the street of the Botanical Garden. This is the convent of Santa Magdalena. It's one of the places which had lots of graffiti on the walls, and they eliminated it and it's not reappeared, which is quite impressive.
Might have to buy some flowers.
Pardon?
Might have to buy some flowers here.
Well, if you do, you're going to have to carry them for a long time.
Maybe on the way back.
Maybe on the way back, yeah. All the lights have been put up into the trees here, so they're ready for Christmas. Our way down now, you can see some of the booths have already been set up for Christmas, and they're going to be interdispersed with the regular flower sellers that are here. The lights are up, they're not lit yet, and they won't be lit until the 23rd, and then they'll stay on right through till at least till the 6th of January.
Like your brother.
The market stalls here in Palma, they're not just on the Via Roma. This is going to be one area. The other big area will be near to the intermodal station where the buses and trains are. There's a big park behind that or above that, and last year there were lots of stalls there, and that seemed to be quite a good place to have it as well. Pharmacy over there, one that's advertised to be open. It used to be open all year round, but now they've actually got opening and closing hours. Some lovely flowers here in the scent as well, which you can't get with the video, but we've got over here. Via Roma music shop still there. It's been there for a long time. Somewhere at least would go very occasionally. Not one of the more popular ones for any at the time. And here we've got Aspas Cafe, which is one of the places we tend to go to for lunch over in Palma. Setting these all up now and putting shutters on the front of them so that the people who take them on can lock them up for the evening. Right in front of us, the stairs there take you up to Plaça Major, and where it says commercial centre, there is no commercial centre there, and they still don't have a plan for it. It was mentioned this week, I think, in the press to say what's going on here, and well, they're hoping to make a proposal soon. There is a car park, multi-storey car park underneath, which is one we use from time to time. And as part of that, there is a tunnel that goes through to Parc de Mar, which is where we're actually heading. And they suggested opening that up and having a walkway from here, from Plaza España all the way through to Parc de Mar. I don't know how that would work, and whether people would actually use it or want to use it. It's an old train tunnel, so it's not actually huge. So it's not something you could put shops along one side, not without considerable modifications. And I don't think they were looking at spending that much money. All they wanted to do was repair it, paint it, and turn it into a walkway. Well, that may end up being way too expensive. But who knows? Who knows? Just walked past the Teatro Principal. Actually noticed what was on. But, quite often have operas on there. We'll carry on down here. Across the road we've got what was at one time the Grand Hotel, as wonderful facade, but it's now the Caixa Forum, and the Caixa is a bank, and yes, they have concerts and exhibitions, and it's where I went to see the Mammoth, it's where we went to see the Apollo, and always have something interesting, so one for me to keep an eye on and every now and again pop in. Now we're getting into Palma, into the busier parts. You see lots of people around as it comes up to, it's still only 20 to 1, so it's not even lunchtime yet. This is the Plaza. I've had Christmas market stalls here in the past. Not sure how successful they've been though. Chestnuts there, roasting on an open fire, and there is something being built here. It's a bit more of a permanent structure than the normal Christmas fairs. And then we've got one of the mobile crepes, chivos, buñuelos. And the newspaper stand is gone. Alaska's still here, but the newspaper stand's gone altogether. Just heading towards CNA now. The orange building across the road, it's actually a museum, art gallery, stately home, and it has free entrance. It's a really interesting place, and they do have concerts here as well. They actually have a concert room, but it's well worth a visit. You're in Palma, you just go in there, go to the top, and there are some steps that take you up to the entrance, so you just follow the signs in there, and it's free, so just go in. Now, outside CNA, we're not going shopping because we're going to walk down the Borne. Euro millions would have been 154 million euros, and we didn't get it. In fact, we didn't get anything, but hardly surprising. That street in front is Jaime Tres, and it's nice to walk up there, look at the shops, and you're completely undercover because the walkway is completely covered on both sides of the road. And if it gets to the top, you pass Mallorca, which is where the river is. Bar Bosch, one of the most famous bars in Palma. You can see it's always busy when it's open, and it's more or less always open. And all places busy. This is McDonald's. And cappuccino. See the workmen up there, they're rigging up all the lights, these are the Christmas lights, and that will look quite spectacular when it's all lit up in a few days' time. I assume they test these things before they switch them on. This is the Borne, or the Passage des Bornes. And you've got some wonderful shops down here. Zara's across the way. And a magnificent building. There's a building for sale down here. Pretty sure it's down here. I think it's this one across the road. And it could well be the most expensive piece of property on the island, or very close to it. 7,000 square meters of property. And they're looking for 100 million euros. Band playing in the street. And he's going to make a donation, I think.
Really nice having that music, isn't it?
This is the building. It's 100 million euros.
The whole building?
Yeah. Well, I suppose at the bottom they've got some high-class shops. There's the Rolex shop there, and Louis Vuitton. I hope that lottery ticket comes up, yeah. So the post office is up there, Zara home, and the beautiful Plaza with the fountain in the middle here, Plaza de la Reina. It's warming up a little bit now. I did put a jumper on this morning because I thought it might not warm up quite as much as I was hoping. It certainly is. I'll just turn around and show you the Born from this side.
Some lovely flowers.
There we go. Photo call, yeah. Just walk around the side here. One thing we did, I'm not sure it was last year or the year before, we did the train that takes you on a little tour at Christmas time around the city, and it lets you see all the lights while you're travelling around on the train. It was really nice, and this is where we caught it. And it wasn't a lot of money. But a great way to see the lights and see Palma. Fountains to the right of me, fountain to the left of me. Green man says we can cross the road. Just up the road there, that takes you to Plaça Court.
He's got a Mallorca top there.
There's a little area here with more fountains and more street sellers.
Ask him how much it is.
You're not allowed to buy from these. And while the resorts might be largely closed up or very few places open, Palma very much is open, and the hotels here are open. You still are getting the cruise ships coming in, so there's lots of people around, lots of tourists around.
All the cyclamens planted.
Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. None of this is drinking water. Statue of the sling thrower. And the gates are all locked up here. They're not usually locked up. You can usually go down to the pond on the other side. But, not sure why they're locked up. Big panda bear across there. We're just coming now towards the cathedral and the area below, which is called Parc de Mar, which is where they have fairs and different things going on. Singers performing. And this huge water expanse here. Right. Well, the fair we've come to have a look at is right at the other end.
Should have bought a hat and
parasol. And this is the wall, which I think I mentioned in one of the videos, which walks below the cathedral and right by the water. And it's a bit of a spot which catches the sun really well. It is very warm here. So they've set up the fair as they do for different events on the far side there. And when I was here a week or two ago, there was actually a lot of work going on which looked to be repair work, so I'm not sure whether they finished that or whether they've just patched it over for these fairs that are going to be going on over the next few weeks. But there's a breeze now, and it's a very warm breeze. And Anisha's got a gilet on and a jumper on.
Taking my scarf off.
You've taken your scarf off, very good. I'm pleased to hear it. So in years gone by, the sea would have come up here, but they reclaimed some land and they built the road which goes along there, which leads on to the Paseo Marítimo.
So is this seawater here?
Well, I'm sure it's seawater, but salt water here. But there's no navigable way you can get to the sea from here, so that's why there's no boats. The only boats you're likely to see on here, one's either doing repairs or cleaning the area up.
Fish down there.
Oh, well, that's good to see. Quite big fish as well. That's very good to see. They do have to aerate the water, hence they've got these huge fountains, or a huge fountain in the middle, which puts oxygen into it. Otherwise, it'd be difficult for the fish to survive. We can carry on walking around the outside, or we can go through the gate as it's open. Oh, that's nice. And there's a museum here to the right, and it's been closed for a long time. It somehow doesn't actually adhere to the health and safety regulations. There's something wrong, so they had to close it.
It's advertised on there, isn't it?
It is advertised, but I don't think it ever opens now.
No, it says underneath it. It's closed temporarily.
Yeah.
Works.
So hopefully it will be temporary. They'll sort out the issues, and we'll be able to come and have a look, because I've never been in there, so I don't really know what to expect. There's a little sort of outdoor theatre space here as well, and if you want a ramp to walk up, you can walk up that ramp. Oh, we're not. If we walk round here, we can get into the park by different means. Assuming this gate's open, of course, otherwise I'm going to end up having to go up the steps. Oh, there we go.
That wall there.
Steps to go down. So this is the fair that we've come to and it's a wine fair.
Look at the grapes.
Oh yes, huge grapes hanging from the tree.
I thought they were balloons, but maybe they are balloons.
We're going to be able to get down there. It's a bit messy. Let's try the next one. I think it's our urinals. I do hope they're not going to leave them like that. Maybe they are.
Ob ihr euch jetzt an eine Hausraue stellen, oder ob ihr euch da dran? Ja, aber wenn du an die Hand
So this is largely about all the different wines that you can get on the island. So these are local wines and some local delicacies that you can get here. And this is where you get your glass. So you get yourself a glass and then you can go and get it filled up down here somewhere. Little tapas to have with them. It's actually just after 1 o'clock. It wasn't actually supposed to open till 1 o'clock. So we are very early. There's Rotes up there. Wow, there's a huge stage that's been set up. This is what the stage that they set up for all the big concerts. So we're obviously hoping to do something quite big here. And then we've got some food trucks as well. So not only can you have a glass of wine, but you can have something to eat. And they're all setting up. Very big stage.
Is this just on today?
No, it's on for a day or two, I think. This is where you get your tickets. You can't buy, I don't think, actually, from the stall holders. You have to already have your ticket for the drink. The wine, the food, it looks as though you can. I think if we just have a little walk around, you can see all of the different bodegas that are present. Some that we will know and some that we will never have heard of. Son Juliana. Anita could get very tempted here. Yeah, risky this is. Some bottles here which we've never seen before. Sand Beach, I think we've seen that one. Santa Caterina, we've definitely had that. Jeanette. This is one of our favourites, of course, is the Zerlis Fair.
Yo puse una foto de un pasadito y después un outro, otro de chicharrón.
I like that one, Stairway to Heaven.
Es más suave, pero puedes pensar. Sí. Pero que hay una rayita en la copa y los sándwiches de
Need a glass? They've got plenty of glasses. glasses over there. They've got ice around so you can cool your bottle. Bini Bona. There's Angel. Married in black. All around. It's just nice that these are all local wines. And kind of surprising really just how many there are. One of the big boys on the island, this is Mathia Batley. Still a few more down here. So this is a poster for it. Actually just says the 16th of November, so maybe it is. And €3 for a glass of wine, and then €2 for the glass itself. It's a glass as well. So you buy the glass and take it home with you. Bini Grau. Sonbrun. Cathedral. Sabana. Wow. Oh, we're having a glass of wine, darling. Well, it's only 1:30 and it's getting very busy there. People queuing up for the glasses. You buy the glass and keep the glass, and then you buy some tickets so that you can get the wine as well. And we're going to be heading back now, and I just want to go up this way.
We haven't had a glass of wine.
We haven't had a glass of wine.
Mainly because we don't want to carry the glasses.
This actually, this is where we came through, and what I forgot to point out was that this is the actual end of the tunnel that goes to Plaça Major. This is actually the train tunnel, and you can actually got a plaque at the top there which says 1932 and a picture of the train, steam train. Yeah. And there is a gate on here, it's all chained up, and that's the tunnel that the train used to go through. It's very dark in there, so you can't actually see very much. There you go. We go through this one, which I don't know if this was a train tunnel as well, but this is a sort of size of the tunnel. So it's not particularly big. That would be okay for walking, but I just can't imagine anybody wanting to walk all of the way, unless it was pouring down with rain, to Plaza España. Sorry, Plaza Major. Get your plazas right.
Nice, it's become a bit cloudy anyway.
Yeah, it was actually getting very warm sitting there. Very warm indeed. Nice to get into a little shade. And there's the most majestic of buildings, the cathedral. And we're right below it. And we're going to go up that ramp. It's got to be worth a lot of steps going up that ramp. I think I'll switch it up while I march up there. And I'll catch you when we get to the top and I get my breath back. Well, I managed to get to the top of the ramp and we're just below the cathedral, so we now have the steps to go up. And again, I think I'll turn the camera off until I get to the top. See you in a bit. I'm just at the top of the steps now, in the usual spots near to the cathedral, or in front of the cathedral. If you're here on the last Saturday of the month, this is where the changing of the guard is. I come marching out through the gate there and do a little turn up here.
Really impressive building, isn't it?
It is an amazing building, and to have stood for all those years. I wonder how many of those stones have been replaced over the years, because I can't imagine that Moray stones lasted 600 years. Moray is it's a sandstone, it's very soft. And it gets affected by the weather. But it is one of the main building materials here in Spain. And because it doesn't rain a lot, except in the last few days, damp isn't really an issue, but this stone soaks up water like a sponge. So if it is in an area where it's damp, it soon turns green. Pretty, isn't it?
Eso sí bebo mucha agua.
Palma College and the back streets. And the government buildings all along here. That's the Parliament of the Balearic Islands.
Ese es el estilo plazolónico de Madrid.
Exacto.
Today's Saturday, so the government buildings are on this side, well, both sides really, they're pretty much closed for today. There's a lot of activity.
Ananas immer.
Hola, caballero, que este se improvisa.
No, gracias. This is the council buildings, Conseil, and the town hall. And the lights are here. I'm not sure you can see them, but there's strings of lights all across the square which will be lighting it up for Christmas. And I guess they'll be soon setting up the Christmas lights in here and the bell end, which is usually at the end.
Shall we have a coffee somewhere?
Yeah.
Qualche buona?
Crec que tens del meu amo, sí.
You want to go down there, have a coffee down there?
O sea, no es lo mismo que ya, pero que no es lo mismo Palma, que haber vivido en Cineo, que todo el mundo habla. There's a couple of cafes down here, so you can find one of them.
This one looks more comfy chairs.
Well, we've resisted the wine. It's early in the day. We'll have a glass later on, so it's still coffee time for us. Cheers, everyone. Well, I've had a lovely coffee. Going to make our way back, and she's just pointing out the church, which is quite spectacular. I'll take a little photo. Not actually open today. Is normally in the week it is open. You can go and have a look around, make a little donation, and it's a church where we've been to on a number of occasions for concerts, particularly around Christmas time when they do that singing thing. What's it called?
Oh yes, the Alenero. Yes. Special thing. The child did it last time.
It's always supposed to be a child, isn't it? There's Plaza Santa Eulalia, and this is the Carrera de Santa Eulalia. You used to go there, didn't you? Used to get something. High quality caviar there.
No me pidas, luego subías, cuanto más arriba subías, tenías algo. Me gusta toda la
Se són molsa, jo no m'agrada. Se són molsa.
When we first came to live in Mallorca, one of the first Saturdays we made our way into Palma. I think we may have walked in to do a spot of afternoon shopping, only to discover that shops were shut on a Saturday afternoon. It's not quite so true now, but still a lot of shops do close on Saturday afternoon and don't open again. It's just the bigger shops though generally stay open. This is the United Colours of Benetton.
No, massa no Nadal. Però aquesta ens deixant. It's a lovely sweet shop.
It's candy heaven. Showed the picture of that to the girls. They were absolutely amazed by it. Don't think we dare bring them down here.
Hostia.
Really nice coming into Palma.
It is, yeah. Especially on a lovely sunny day like today.
Here's where I'm going to get my red boots from. Really well.
Perhaps have a look in Festival Park with boots. Have you looked there?
Yes.
This is Sindicato. Messiah. So that's the auditorium. 150 people. Wow.
Nein, in Deutschland gibt es kein Fake-Sachen. Ganz, sehr. Die machen nicht sich
We'll stop at just at the end of this road. So I wonder if we're going to be lucky.
We shall see. And if we're not, it doesn't matter, we just have to wait.
Exactly. Back to Arthur.
Forward climbing and forward sailing.
Berarti langsung stay. Oh ya.
Upstairs there as well.
Yeah.
Media hora y pues 60 euros.
We're lucky there's
well.
no bus.
There's no bus in, so we've definitely got to wait. The question is, how long?
Ella estaba fuerte, ¿viste? Todo el dolor.
Well, we got to the bus stop and no bus, and looks like it's a 30-minute wait, but we're in no hurry. Anyway, while we wait, thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. And bye for now.
Bye.